What's going on, guys? Hexa here with another episode of Skul the Hero Slayer. Thank you for being here, as always. I appreciate you guys. Ooh, meant to spam click that, but it didn't work. Be Sleep Werewolf is certainly a start. I do have Werewolf run requests. I have quite a few, actually. I even got one recently. I have a Magic Rapidity Werewolf run request. I have a Strike Werewolf run request. I have a it's Poison Rapidity, I believe, Werewolf run request. I have quite a few of them, so lots of options available to me. And I'm going, maybe I'll actually do a werewolf run this time. It's been a bit, hasn't it? Like, it's been a little bit. Everyone likes werewolf. He's one of the strongest skulls in the game. So I got options here. I'll kind of just go with the flow of the RNG that is offered to me, which is generally what I do regardless. So, you know, that's just kind of how I have to play Skul the Hero Slayer. It's a very RNG dependent game because it's a roguelite, and we all know roguelites are like that. So I'm feeling it, though, you know, like I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling the vibes. I'm feeling the run requests to get them out of the way here. I've been doing a lot of them lately, so I missed, I think, maybe one this week, but other than that, all of my runs have been run request oriented. At least I think. I could be a little wrong about that. Because, like, sometimes I'll, like, find something like the Champion run, where I got it in Act 1, and I was like, it's been a while since I've done Champion. To get a Champion this early is always a treat, so I'll just treat it like a special occasion and not do a run request because I didn't have a Champion run request. Speaking of, by the way, if you have a Champion idea, feel free to submit it. You know, there's, like, it's a little harder to, or at least this is, I guess, kind of my general, thing I've noticed is it's harder to come up with ideas around specific skulls, but you know, like, it's always good to have run requests that are like a little less generalized and more concentrated on a specific thing, because then if I see something special, it gives me a very concrete idea of what to build when I see that. Like, someone came up with Sword Davy Jones, and we got Sword Davy Jones the other day, so stuff like that. What do I want here for the record? I don't know. I don't really have, I mean, I could sell this to get something if I refresh one more time, but none of this is catching my eye. I guess I'll take a Shadow Spirit Death just to hedge my bets, I guess, because, like, you know, what if I do get like Light Spirit Lou and I want to do some Fairy Tale stuff? You never know. I even got a Fairy Tale Gravedigger run recently requested to me, which would be very interesting. That would be cool. Although, maybe I should be careful about doing a Gravedigger run, because I also have the Undead Army run that I tried to do yesterday that didn't quite work out for me, that I actually really want to do. And if I do a run request that is Gravedigger oriented that isn't that, I'll feel obligated to put it on a bit of a cooldown, and that will mean it'll be a very long time before I can do the Undead Army. Which, you know, not necessarily a bad thing. I did attempt it yesterday, so maybe I should put it on a bit of a cooldown. Just a bit, but there is the Gravedigger again. Maybe I should pick him up. But then I'm offered Succubus, which is a very good quintessence. But I have plenty of opportunities to get Succubus. I think I'll actually pick up the Gravedigger here, just to hedge my bets a little bit. I'm not going to do anything with him just yet. I could very easily find myself swapping off of this, because I kind of, currently, I guess, the Carleon Sword makes me want to go in a more physical route too, so I'm just, really at this point, it's hedge bets time, you know? Like, I'm just kind of getting everything, I'm kind of trying out a little bit of everything right now, just to see, you know, how it all feels. Trying all of the outfits on in the changing room. Let's see here. Sorry for the tea drinking ASMR. I usually try and keep it to a minimum, but whenever my tea is piping hot, I have to sip it a little bit more. So I gotta be a little more careful. I'm glad I started taking this upper area. I remember when I first started doing this channel, I skipped, like, just out of instinct, because I used to do it all the time. I would skip the fights up here. I've had to condition myself into min-maxing money as I've made videos on this channel, because before I started making videos, I was just in, like, full speedrun brain mode, and I would skip every fight I could. Monkey, actually, you know what? Monkey and Werewolf, especially if I go a physical route, are very good together, so I'm feeling that. And also I'm feeling a Carleon Insignia to start getting my money gain off the ground here. Could have maybe refreshed once there to see if I could find, like, actual stat gain, but we have the Carleon sword, and Carleon insignia will give me quite a bit of money just off of the scaling from that alone. So there is a lot of money to be gotten there. And if I can get even one more Carleon item, which I did sell one, unfortunately. So, of course I see Recruit. I had Gravedigger, and, you know, I see the Recruit immediately after I get rid of it. Not that I think this is a Dark Army episode. We literally just tried to do that. So I feel like cooldown is a bit warranted, but would have been nice yesterday, huh? When we literally had like the perfect mixed run. Except, well, there was a few things missing, but it was a very good mixed run. That would have been such a good episode to do it on. And we were so close. But it is what it is. That was yesterday, this is today. My good boy Yggdrasil is here to get his ass kicked once more, as always. He's a bit of a RIP bozo. You know, always getting his ass kicked until hopefully hard mode launches him into relevancy and he actually becomes a difficult fight to win. That's my biggest hope for hard mode, is that Yiggy here gets some, or it's not, actually I have so many hopes for hard mode. It's one of my biggest hopes. Like, I just want him to be good, you know. He's earned it. He's been bad for so long. He deserves to be a little bit difficult once more. Because think about it. When's the last time you struggled? Even if you're a new player, right? When's the last time you struggled against Yggdrasil? Probably you beat him for the first time ever, and then after that, it was smooth sailing for the rest of the time you were fighting him. Even if you're, like, stuck against the Lana Sisters right now, odds are you're pretty good against Yggdrasil, because he is just sadly a little too easy to fight. Even though this is a very slow Yggdrasil fight, I don't have a good way to actually deal damage to him. So that did take a little bit, but it's not indicative of anything. It's the start of the run. We still got a long way to go. What we got? Oh, okay, I see an unknown seed, but I'm not. Okay, actually, Bone of Swiftness is perfect. Because I have rapidity run request. Either way, like, you know, rapidity magic attack based or rapidity poison. Rapidity, regardless, Bone of Swiftness is just an excellent addition to the run, so happy to have it. And I think I'm going to upgrade this werewolf at the very least because I feel committed to it. The stone monkey I'm going to hold off on a little bit because I could pick up any number of things to spice up this run a little bit, but werewolf for sure. I'm feeling the werewolf. Also, look how strong our basics are now. Double speed skull Bone of Swiftness is just a marvel to behold. It's so cool. It's so good too, man. It's just very powerful. Ooh, okay. We also need a little bit of like actual damage percent scaling. I'm trying to think of if I do go the rapidity poison route, what would I do with that? Let me look at my run request real quick just to make sure I'm getting that right. Let me control find this real quick. Oh, is it not in here? Oh, it's rapidity 2 crit percent poison. It's actually not werewolf at all. I don't know why I shoehorned the werewolf into that, but the werewolf is a good it's a good choice regardless. But I guess someone requested that, and my automatic fill in the blank, because like I said, it's a good addition. Like, it's good in the build regardless, was to add in the werewolf. Just like I filled in the blank there. But it was like warranted on my part because it's just an excellent way to do it. Also, I'm low-key tempted to break that and this, so I can have more of a chance of upgrading my dupe. Maybe I should just get rid of everything except the Bone of Swiftness. Actually, let's do that. Fuck it. Standard issue Carleon sword is not super like a double Bone of Swiftness run sounds awesome, and I've never done it. Like literally never, not even off screen. With 2 speed skulls, absolutely. Thank you, sir, for the Bone of Swiftness. The 2 Bones of Swiftness. And also, I think I'm going to pick up... No, okay, no. If we're going double Bone of Swiftness route, Samurai's not the skull for it. Monkey's way, way better for that. I will take that. Actually, these... I'll pick up these 2 just to get my money game really going. So that's treasure, and gold incense burner is just extremely good. So we're in pretty good shape here, I would say. At least for this point in the game. We lost not a lot of power actually. We overall, I would say, gained power, but getting rid of my Carleon sword was you know, questionable, but I wanted to guarantee the dupe of the Bone of Swiftness rather than have it be a 50-50. I don't trust my RNG enough to roll that 50-50, so double Bone of Swiftness is in tow, and now we have the Thieves Armor, which is especially going to help. We're cruising right now. Okay, now that I will take. I think I'll take this. Ninja and I think I have maybe a Ninja and Werewolf run, but like honestly, I like Ninja is an excellent addition to a run like this. If we can get the poison going, I can turn this to an authentic run request, which would be ideal. I want this to actually accomplish something more than just playing a run of Skul. I always like to do run requests so I can get people shouted out on the channel and stuff. So, but as of right now, I'm very into what we're doing right now. This is a very cool run so far. Samurai didn't quite cut it, but Ninja 100% cuts it. He cuts it big time. He's completely in for this. I might not even like. Normally, I like to say that one thing Ninja, and really like Ninja is not good at a lot. Quite frankly, I will be honest. Ninja has its fair share of issues, but one thing Ninja 100% is good at is skill spam. But on this run in particular, I think we're really not going to focus on our skills much at all, unless I can get the hunt skill, which obviously at that point I'll focus on my skills. But for now, I'm just kind of interested in focusing on the double Bone of Swiftness that we have here, building that up to be as powerful as possible. Which means I think Cavalry Decoration or 5 Bone Shards. And it's actually a valid question. Or Killivan, actually. Actually, Killivan. How often do I pick up the Killivan? That's pretty rare. Makes sense on this run, though, because it gives me attack speed. And with Rapidity, we want as much attack speed as possible. Also, I will 100% take, if I find it, a ability swap NPC because I do not want to have Predation on this run. As much as I enjoy Predation, and I think it's quite a useful ability, on this run, I would much rather have pretty much anything else. Like, literally, like even the Magic Claw ability, I would rather have that than Predation. Though, obviously, I'd rather have a physical attack. I'll pick that up, but it's certainly not a main... It's not going to stay for too long on this build. It doesn't fit in. Man, dude, I'm really liking this double Bone of Swiftness. It feels really, really powerful. I can't believe I've never gotten it, like literally ever, on the entirety of my time playing this game. Obviously, it's only existed since 1.5, but even then, it's like... Or no. In its current form, it's only existed since 1.5. I have to make that clear. It's existed for longer, but it wasn't the same item as it was back then. I will hedge my bets for Effulgent here. I would take this, but like I said, I'm not swapping too much. I think I'll take an Ancestral Bracelet. It's been a while since I've picked it up. And with the Killivan especially, it feels pretty good. Also, we have Bone. Where's that coming from? Oh, double Bone of Swiftness. Duh. Whoop. I guess that was a bit of a brain fart on my part. But, I mean, that I'm not happy to have the double Bone, or the Bone inscription on this run. I'm not a fan. But, you know, it is what it is. It's all fine. I guess we'll just have to deal with it because I'm not getting rid of double Bone of Swiftness. Even if I don't like that one aspect of this, like, it's still very, very useful to have double Bone of Swiftness on a run. Like, I've done it before with, like, Bone of Mana and had the Bone debuff on me. And yes, I do call it the Bone debuff. I feel very strongly about my dislike for Bone of Swiftness. I mean, the Bone inscription. I've talked about it before. I think it might be a bit of my control scheme because I have my swap attached to the scroll wheel, which means I can't really finesse it too easily. But even then, I just don't see a use for the like rapid swapping that the Bone inscription provides. It seems very, very niche. Like very rarely will like, and I'm a swap fan. Keep that in mind. I swap like crazy when I play this game, but even then, I think Mutant is more than enough swap cooldown. Whereas, like, Bone is just, like, whack. Kissy love use cases for it. I hope they change Bone in the future. But I doubt they will. Sorry, I was really stretching it out there, man. I'm cruising today. I'm in cruise mode. Completely in cruise mode. Alright, come on down. The only thing I really don't like about Ninja's basics are like how he moves a little bit forward whenever he does it. If he could just stand in place, that would be so much better. It would be very, very convenient. But as you can see, we're not struggling against the Leona sisters at all, which is typical. I talk about it a lot, but I also, much like Yggdrasil, I feel like the Leona sisters need a bit of a buff, which I'm hoping hard mode does for them. Which it almost certainly will. The bosses are going to get like some crazy shit. I can just about guarantee that. But I'm very excited to see what happens to them. Also, we do still need quite a bit of a... Like, we don't have any damage percent scaling right now that matches... Like, are we at 160? We are. Yeah, that's why this run is not exactly popping off just yet, because we got rid of, like, all of the damage percent scaling we had leading up to this moment. Also, did I do the bone swap there? What happened? I am just not a fan of bone, man. If that's what happened there, that's just a prime example of why I can't use it personally. If you're someone who like has your swap bound to a key, it's a little easier to use bone. But me, I have it bound to swap. I mean, a scroll wheel, and I stand completely by that. I think that's the best way to do it, personally. Maybe this could be a decent use case for Mane of the Beast King, but also I'm seeing this. See, here's my issue with Mane of the Beast King. Like, I already have decent critical percent with my werewolf, and I'm not doing chase things, and I don't plan to. But like, when am I ever going to use this item? I guess that's my issue. The quick cooldown speed is okay, heritage, but also Inner Malice here, I'm swapping a lot anyway. Gives me 60%. I am technically trying to build towards poison. I feel like Inner Malice is just like the smart choice. Like, it's just a great item, so I don't know. Sorry, like Mane of the Beast King, I don't know if there's anyone out there who likes it. I don't hate it. I just don't see much of a use case for it. If you want me to use Mane of the Beast King, you're probably just gonna have to request that I do it, because otherwise, usually I'm just gonna avoid it, which is, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be, because there is a run request I have right now, which is a really cool one. That is, take items I normally don't. That one I'm probably going to do very soon, because it's just a really cool idea and kind of perfect for this channel, because you know, I've recorded videos pretty much every day except for Fridays, so everyone sees the items I take often, and I'm sure there's a pattern where I take very similar items very often. So it'd be very interesting to switch things up on purpose and start taking items I'm not used to taking. But that is not this episode, but it's going to be a future episode that's coming probably pretty soon, because like I said, I really like the idea. Also, we have definitely low rolled our doors for sure. Okay, so I need damage scaling, so I think I'm going to take this, even though I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep it. I need some short-term damage scaling that will help me a lot, which means maybe I should also take that. This would actually, Jenny's Chain Tickle with Thief or Ninja is actually pretty interesting, and this gives me Misfortune. So maybe I should get rid of my Carleon Insignia and pick this up. It's good on Werewolf. On Thief, it's why don't you call him Thief? On Ninja, it's questionable. But there's some cool things you can do with it at Legendary. As for now, it's not going to be very good. But if you watch my collaboration with Earl, shoutouts to Earl, you would see that like I got this in my speedrun attempt, and I had Ninja, and that was actually, yeah, that was my Ninja Werewolf run. I remember now. I thought I had done these two in the past, but I don't really count that one. That run was so fucking whack, bro. That was probably the wackest run I've ever done on this channel. Like, straight up, just full stop. That run was not good. But it was mostly because my laptop, being what it is, struggled very hard with screen share, and it ended up very strange because of that. I literally, like, I spawned in, like, I got a Grim Reaper against the Act 2 Adventurers. I remember I got that as the reward, and it despawned. I picked it up, and I didn't get any of the shards for it. It was I've never had that happen before or since. That's just how incapable of handling the screen share my laptop was. Also, we are taking quite a bit here. I need to be a little careful. This freaking archer just being so mean. Fucking die, please. She is just not cooperating. I might actually upgrade low-key the ninja here first, which is not normally something I do. Normally I focus a skull and make them the primary skull of the run, which is certainly the werewolf here, but I'm feeling like maybe I should upgrade the ninja first because, okay, and we did get a common, which is something I did not want to happen, but at least we can upgrade a skull to legendary here. And I'm thinking it's going to be the ninja because the ninja is a lot less useful than it. No, oh my god, I hate Bone so much, man. I despise Bone. I hate this inscription. It's so bad. And maybe they did it on purpose too, because the bones are so powerful, like the 3 stat bones. Also, this is what I was talking about, by the way. At legendary, you can do stuff like this with the ninja and Jenny's chain sickle, where like you can like attack forward and it has that. But like I was saying, they were like, these item effects are so powerful that we need to balance it out by making the bone inscription itself dog shit. And then everyone in the fucking dev studio clapped. They're like, yeah, bravo, that's brilliant, because these items are so good. The inscriptions they're attached to have to fucking suck. And then they like all went out to TGI Fridays. Okay, I'm gonna do this. But yeah, I fucking hate Bone. It's just so annoying. It's so bad. I can't even believe how bad it is. And I've had people tell me it's good, and I don't believe them. I'd like to see the runs that they had where it was good. And if you have a run with it where you had a good time with it, let me know. I'd love to see it, but very incredulous a request there for me, because I do not believe you. I've had literally nothing but bad experiences with it. And like I said, it could be my key bindings. Like, because in particular, for me, it's especially bad. But I don't believe there are any instances where it could be useful. And that's all. That's what I have to say about it. And 1.5 has been out for a long time at this point. So, you know, like I've had plenty of opportunities to try and make it good. It just doesn't work. And there has to be a reason it's a 2 cost inscription. Like, that is not like an accident. You like it's like with spoils, you know, like spoils is a beginner inscription that's meant to be weaker than the others. And if that's what Bone is as well, which, you know, that's what it feels like, it would make sense why it would cost less. Man, we took a lot of damage in here. Quite a bit. I'm kind of shocked. I think I have to heal at the next shot. We're not going to take this. Or maybe we will. Where's my rapidity at? 3? And I'll take a battle totem. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Killivan, to be quite frank with you. I think it's pretty mediocre. So, like, no shame in taking a battle totem there, especially because I'm low on... Also, goddamn fucking Bone, dude. This is bad being a swap heavy run, because I think every other time I've done a Bone debuff run, I've had it be like very non-swap heavy, and I'm really feeling the pain of swapping a lot right now, because I keep getting fucked over by Bone, and I don't like that. Oh, okay, please don't hurt me. Okay, so we're at the shop now, which means I can heal off this damage I took. But first things first, I'm gonna look here. So I have the opportunity to take poison, but also I'm not feeling it, to be quite frank with you. I don't know if I want to do poison here. I know I have a run request to do, but like, I'm feeling like, because how often I've never been on a run like this. Bone of Swiftness ×2. I really want to lean into rapidity and damage percent to see how far I can take this. So I don't know if I'm doing a run request today. Like, this is a rare moment for me, but I kind of want to do things my own way. Just because, like, I'm very interested to see what we're on right now. It's very cool. Also, I did, like, without even thinking about it, I did a skip there. If you didn't know that you can skip this lower area, which means you don't have to fight the enemies down there. I actually think I'm going to go through with this skip, though. Normally, I would be like, I have to min-max, so I'm going to go down there. But right now, I'm just kind of feeling like, let's just keep going. Fuck it. Fuck it, bro. I'm feeling the skip. I'm vibing, bro. Also, that was very... I was not paying enough attention. I thought I was down there, bro. I'm sorry, guys. Ooh, don't hurt me. So our poison is still doing a decent amount of stuff. But we really need damage percent. Our poison's never going to do much of anything without damage percent. Good lord, that was terrifying. Also, wouldn't mind an Evil Sword Kyrian on this run. It's an item that I haven't had in a few episodes, and I miss it, you know? It's only unique, man. Like, come on. Like, give me a little bit of luck here, game. Also, give me a ability swap NPC so I can get some hunt action going. That'd be the best thing that could happen. Drinking some tea there. To prepare for the fight here. Going to be hopefully a simple fight here. Ooh, don't hurt me. No, we are... It is actually shockingly going to take a long time to kill this Chimera. I don't know what's up with this run right now. Maybe it's the lack of damage percent, but we are not exactly in cruise mode just yet. Oh my god, this fucking goddamn bone debuff, bro. Like, I thought I was out as Ninja. And I was pressing the skill key trying to get that going. And I was like, why am I not using my Ninja skill right now? Hello? God damn. Whenever, for the record, whenever I'm doing boss fights, especially ones like Chimera, I have my eyes completely on the Chimera so I can pay attention to her animations. So that's why I didn't recognize that I was not out as the werewolf, because I was focused completely on her. I might actually take the contaminated core. Over what? Maybe the gold incense burner. Maybe it's its time. This is a weird item. I don't think a lot of people use it, and including myself. Though the damage scaling on is really good, and 40% is not that bad, really. And it is poison, so there's like quite a few reasons for me to actually take it. I don't know how long I'm going to hold on to it, but nonetheless, I think for now it's a good addition because we need that damage percent. Any amount of damage percent we can get. I would say the problem with this item is it's slow. And if you're really good at this game, generally you're not in rooms long enough for it to actually start doing anything. So yeah, like I said, I don't think I'm going to hold on to it for long, but I've never had this item on a run. And also, this is very strange for me, but I'm going to go ahead and screenshot there. Normally I do this later, but I'm like very close to having every item in the game as I take the screenshots for my thumbnails, and like I said, I'm very close to having every item, so that's an item I probably won't take to the end, but I need it for my thumbnails for like a potential run where I ever do decide I want it for the entirety of the run. So yeah, and now we have it, so good stuff. Oh yeah, I love dropping the battle totem on enemies. It's fucking hilarious to me. I don't know why, I just think it's awesome. Like, just imagine a giant totem falling out of the clear blue nothing and slamming into a crowd of enemies. I like it. What are you? Reaper, of course. Actually, I was about to say dickhead legendary, but that's like a very good legendary. We're almost done. Oh, we're past done. Okay, so I fucked myself here. Me being bad at math is just a running theme here. Welcome to Hax's channel. I suck at math. Hello. I'm just like you, hopefully. Hopefully I'm not the only bad math person here. But yeah, I miscounted. But that's not a big deal, you know. I'm fine. Everything's good. Though we are going to have a very weak shop here because of that. A little unfortunate. This is arms, which I do need arms. I desperately need some scaling. But this is bad arms. But it's better than nothing, I guess, is the way I should look at this. I think it's about time we got rid of this. Yeah, this isn't doing too much for me. Not on this run. I need damage percent. I need raw damage percent. And we are very far away from that right now. Like, as you can see, our run is still not taking off in a way that makes it pop. And we need to do that, so. I'm really hoping that, that we get some crazy shit going forward. Pot of Greed, obviously, the ring. We need to keep the meme alive of the ring in every run. That's my favorite meme on this channel, so... Ooh, baby! Okay, I thought that would turn me invincible. I thought that would kind of make my hitbox disappear, but it did not. So, fuck me, I guess. I'll just take that damage then, game. Thanks a lot for tricking me. Okay, that is a lot of tentacles. Or maybe it's not. I thought there was a lot more tentacles there. I thought I fucked up a lot more than I did. That is not a good in-air ability, huh? It is pretty bad. The Thief is like one of the more unique skulls in the game, where it has like access to 4 abilities. But that one in particular is just not that good. Most of its in-air abilities are pretty dang good, but not that one. One of them is going to allow us to break the windscreen very easily, which obviously I'm a big fan of. I'm a bit of a windscreen breaking fiend here, you know, if you're familiar with this channel. Did we take orbs to the face there? I guess we did. Look at our debuff count. I thought I was clever there and avoided it, but apparently not. Is this the adventurer? Nope, which is actually a really good thing, because we have low rolled our doors. I would like to keep my door count high and because it gives me more opportunities to find items and stuff. I feel like I say things with expecting people who are especially new viewers to already know what I'm talking about, but like new viewers aren't going to know what I mean about door count, so I should occasionally explain it. Skul the Hero Slayer is a roguelite where you go into random doors to go to the next room, kind of like Hades, if you're familiar with that. Why am I mean, there are people who show up here all the time who have no idea what Skul is, so I guess this makes sense to do. And occasionally your door count, like the amount of doors you have to go into before you get to a boss, such as the one we're going to right now, varies. It can be more or less than it on some runs, and we low rolled our door count here, so we have less doors than normal. And also we got a horrible boss here. This is about as bad as it can get when it comes to the Act 4 adventurer fight. Screw the mage. She is awful. I mentioned it a couple videos ago. I actually think she can be harder in some cases than the first hero, and I stand by what I said there. She is a nightmare. Just partially because of stuff like that, where like she glitches out, and like she's not meant to slam on the ground in the middle of the air and then like deal a fuckload of damage to you completely out of nowhere. She's a bit glitchy. The devs need to fix this fight big time. It is everyone in the game's least favorite fight, I think, and not without good reason. She is awful, just awful. She's just hard to look at this shit. Even when she comes to the ground, she's surrounded by like a veil of fire, and you can't attack her. God, she's just the worst. And if you're a power skull, you're just enormously fucked. Like there's nothing you can do. Look how much damage we've taken here. Okay, that was one time where Bone actually probably did me a favor. Because, oh my god, no, you are not taking my life. Okay, I have to go into a little bit of concentration mode here. I do not want to lose my life against her. I would think that this duo of skulls in particular would have a pretty good time against her, but we have not. She's been very, very mean. Look at this. We barely got out of this with our life. God, the mage is awful, dude. She's just the worst. Like, straight up, she fucking sucks. Also, I'm going to take a Weapon Master. Fucking nightmare fight, dude. But we're out of it. All is well. We got out with our lives. That's what matters the most. And now we have our legendary werewolf. And we're cruising. We're absolutely cruising from here. Though we do need some damage percent. We're very lacking in that department. I need to get rid of this Fulgent Dawn, I think. Because the Fulgent Dawn is not ideal at this point. Or, like, it's probably not going to happen. Eventually, I always say this, like, there comes a point where you have to make your run just better in general. And holding on to Fulgent Dawn or the idea of getting a Fulgent Dawn for too long can actually make your run worse. And you should always keep that in mind. So never have too much, like, don't OD on Copium. Like, oh yeah, the Solar Sword or the Lunar Ring is coming. I can feel it in my bones. Main of the Beast King, huh? We were talking about this earlier. I don't think so. Not over any of this. I'll just take the money. Also, I kind of want to go over here and then summon the Weapon Master, which will give me more weapons out of it, because the Weapon Master is dependent on how many enemies are on the screen. So that Weapon Master killed everything. That was a really good Weapon Master. All right, let's have a look in the shop. Please give me something good. I need it. We do not have... Ugh, all this sucks. Main of fucking Beast King, bro, please. Like, this is not the run. Oh my god, I'm getting so fucked. Oh my lord, we got dunked on here, dude. We got nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this and take this. This is a decent item, especially with how much I'm swapping. Gives me mutant as well. But, like, dude, I have no damage percent right now. Look at this. 295. I'm getting fucked here. This run is turning out very whack. And I'm not a fan. Like, it started out so interesting with the doubled up... Okay, it started out so interesting with the doubled up Bone of Swiftness. Like, one of the more interesting dupes I've ever gotten that I was very excited about. And just unkind RNG so far has led this run to not pop off. I need to be very cautious here. I'm going to lose my life. How did you live? Jesus. That's just how low my damage percent actually is. Please don't let the next door be Joan, man. Like, come on, game, please. I still need lots of time to grow. Also, what am I taking damage from? Good lord, what was dealing damage to me there? Was it the recruits? I was taking a lot there, and I don't even know from what. Okay, wait, okay, I thought I was on the ground. Also, I really shouldn't be using my abilities too much. They're not really all that good. This is definitely a basic attack run, for sure. Like, if there's ever been a basic attack run on this channel, it's this. If Joan is not next, I still have time to get a little bit stronger. But I need my Joan chest and my Act 5 to be very good. And the problem with that is Act 5 shops are never really even worth considering, because you don't really get anything out of it. Can I see the doors? Okay, so there is an item room there, which means I'm not getting Joan next, which is good. I got a little more time here. Probably not much, though. This is probably... The next room is the last room, if I had to take a guess. Which isn't good, but I'll make the best of it. Especially being an item room next is very good for me. When this item starts popping off a little bit, it's actually pretty good. Like, my damage scaling gets decent. Like, I'm at 414 right now, which is nothing to scoff at. It's actually, like, usable, but it could be a lot better. Also, fucking lag? What the f... How did these enemies live, man? What's my Weapon Master doing? Weapon Master, you're supposed to be a great quintessence. Please, Weapon Master, you have to cooperate, dog. Is Joan next? Also, there is a freaking bone debuff there. I actually caught it that time. I was actually paying attention to my bars down there and noticed it. All right, what do we get here? A unique. Oh, that's actually excellent. That's an excellent pickup here. Over what? This, for sure. Okay, Thieves' Armor can go. And Bone of Swiftness does count for an item dealing damage, so that is like a flat 90% buff for this run. Very good. Also, excuse me, I am kind of hiccuping a little bit. So let's see what's in here. Joan, I'm a little worried about her, as you can tell my HP total. I could lose my life in here. I really don't want to, though, so please don't. Excuse me, I was drinking my tea, finishing it off. And now I'm all teed up, baby. I'm all teed up for this Joan fight. Weapon Master is like probably one of the best quintessences against Joan Phase 1. So I'll piggyback off the power of my Weapon Master and try and make this as simple as possible for me. And this is a good start, unironically, for the Weapon Master. So pretty funny that normally this Nightmare start is actually pretty decent for me here, because I get even more enemies to use it with. Pretty funny. But normally that is like the most terrifying start. Alright, we are absolutely obliterating her, which is very good. Fuck off, Joan. I say it all the time whenever I'm fighting her. This is like, in my opinion, and I think I'm right here, and I think most people are with me at this point, Joan is the hardest fight in the game. So, no, first hero, he is, and as a new player, I'm sure you probably think the first hero is the hardest fight, and that's fair. When I was new, I thought he was too, but the more used you get to the game, the more you realize it's Joan. It's all about Joan. She sucks. She's a nightmare. Weapon Master's not going to do too much here, but I'll still summon it for that extra DPS. Also, we never saw a ability swap in PC, so we're stuck with Predation. I think that's also part of the reason why our damage scale... Also, why did one of those not appear here against the Joan? Like, it went over here to a tentacle, but it didn't appear for Joan. That is so unfair. That is so whack. Game. Stop fucking me over challenge. Impossible difficulty. Okay, so... Okay, stop fucking me over challenge. Unironically, impossible difficulty. As you saw there, my silhouettes fell through the ground for no reason. But we got off here with our life, so I can't really ask for much more than that. Like, this was not a guarantee, so good stuff. We're doing just fine. But this Joan chest is certainly not doing just fine. This is a terrible Joan chest. We never even got to Rapidity 4, actually. I'm just noticing that. Maybe that's part of the reason why my run isn't popping off. I'll actually try and make that a goal in this shop, but I only get like 2 refreshes. So I don't have a lot of opportunities to get Rapidity 4. Man, this run just did not work out in terms of items, huh? Which is so weird. Maybe I've passed up some Rapidity. I know I passed up like After Image and stuff like that, which I don't regret doing that. Like, there was no way I could see into the future and know that I'm not going to get any physical Rapidity items. But like, I still have a chance here. Like, I would take like Thieves Black Steel Daggers. Unironically, I think I'm going to keep this Contaminated Core too. So, interesting run. First time ever bringing this to the end. So, lots of really good arms here. But not enough to... I can't use this, so actually not as good as I thought initially. Oh my lord. Well, we didn't get any... We literally did not get offered any Rapidity in that shop. So I guess this is... Unfortunately, my kit. It's not as bad as I'm making it out to be. It's actually pretty good. I can get my damage percent going pretty high, but it's going to take a while. So I don't think I can, like, do any insta-kill shenanigans against the first hero here. And we're just, like, at an awkward Rapidity. It's just very unfortunate that I didn't get the stuff I wanted here. What is... Okay, so that's... Yeah, that's my Rapidity. Very weird Ancestral Bracelet here. Just all around, I would say... I don't know, man. We're on a very weird run. A very interesting run, to say the least. Yo, not every Skul run has to be like this incredible spectacle. Sometimes it's nice to be on a run that is unique. And this is certainly a run like that. Very interesting items I have here. I actually have the Witch's Brew, which is also one of my favorite items in the game. And I haven't gotten to use it for a while, so... You know, even though we don't have Rapidity 4, our attack speed is certainly good, so... We're on an... Also, I'm going to wait for my Contaminated Core here, actually. I'm going to min-max this a little bit. Wait till it's almost ready so we can get an insta buff off of the first hero here. Ooh! Like I always like to say, stay limber, folks. Always stretch it out. So, very interesting first hero fight we're going to have here. But interesting, yes. Like, is he going to die, like, instantaneously like I like to do to him? No. Certainly not. This build is not that kind of build. It's going to be a bit of a slow and steady wins the race type of thing here. But, you know, it is what it is. That's the thing I always like to say about Skul, is it's very RNG focused. I saw like an interesting way to build the run here at the start when I did the when I got the double Bone of Swiftness, and like from there I tried to do a really interesting Rapidity run with like some Giga damage stuff going on, but it didn't pan out because that's how Skul the Hero Slayer is. It's a game where you're at the mercy of your RNG. And even despite how easy the game is at this point to get whatever items you want, in 1.6, the game kind of changed in a major way. Shops became a lot more powerful. There's still always the chance that you're not going to get there, you know? Because at the end of the day, it's still a roguelite, and you're still at the mercy of whatever the game sends in your way. But I would say we're cruising, like, and I guess this is just my game knowledge here carrying me because like we're doing just fine against the first hero, and like I'm so familiar with this guy at this point. Like I can dodge anything he throws at me. Like it's not a problem for me. Weapon Master doing some decent stuff. Also the bone debuff there. Okay, I'm probably losing my life here. The bone debuff completely threw me out because I thought I was the werewolf and I was like dodging as if I was the werewolf, but I wasn't. But you know, that's just, I'm not even gonna like count this as like me losing my first life. I'm gonna count this as the bone debuff fucking me over, which maybe that's copium on my part, but I don't know. Like I thought I was the fucking werewolf and I wasn't, so I didn't dodge the way I would if I knew better. But I'm doing a decent job here to keep my life. Move out over here. I will try and keep this life actually, just cause like, you know, it could be a decent challenge to try and beat this with 4 HP left without losing my life. Okay, let's not be stupid though. Okay, nope, there it goes. Well, that's unfortunate, but it's fine. I don't like losing my first life because I feel like at this point I should, like if I lose my first life, I feel like that's a loss basically. I have a feeling that's something they're gonna do with hard mode is you're not gonna have 2 lives. At least that's how I would do it. Depending on how hard it is, I guess. Just like a surface thought for me without knowing anything about hard mode, I would make hard mode a 1 life kind of thing. I don't know how they're gonna do it though, so maybe it's gonna be so hard that you need both lives. I don't know. But like I feel like if I lose my life at this point with how my game knowledge is, that should be a loss, you know. But I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. Still a fun run, still a good run. How do I want to do this win screen? I have 2 options here. Both of them are pretty fun. I think I want to do something instead of going into the wall. I want to do it like this. Yes, yes, oh yes. That's actually way fucking better. Look at that. That's okay. This might be one of my best win screens of all time. Look at this. I don't think it's hard, for the record. I think this is actually a very easy one to do, but it's still fucking hilarious. Look at this. Good stuff, man. GG's. Didn't want to bring the vibes down too hard on this run. It is what it is. It was still a decent run. It was still powerful at the end. Just no rapidity 4, which is unfortunate. Also mutant 3, I just noticed. Mutant. Not even mutant 4. Man, we were off on our inscriptions on this one, huh? Poison 2, at least, that was on point. Arms 2, I believe. Arms. Yeah, Arms 2, which is also on point. But like mutant 3, rapidity 3. Also, we had heritage 2, I guess, so that counts. But like the main inscriptions that would have thrust the run into complete overpoweredness were off. So that's what makes me sad. But everything else is fine. Werewolf and Ninja are a potent combo. I'm very they're good, you know. Like I'm happy to have them here. They're good together, and I actually got to use them decently this time. The last time I used them was in the Earl speedrun collaboration, which on my end was a disaster. On his end, if you haven't watched the run that we did together on his channel, that his speedrun attempt was great. Mine was not. But you know, just to talk about the run, like I said, off a little bit, I would say, which is fine. That is how it goes in Skul sometimes. It's not a game that is exactly cooperative, but nonetheless, fun times to be had. So this is something I want to bring up at the end of this video, because I know most people won't see this, but my most loyal people will. So I'm going to unlock community voting soon. So I'm going to do this, like I'm going to have a community poll soon. I'm going to do this regardless, but I want to gauge the community, at least the people who would watch to the end here. How would you guys feel if I ever did other content that isn't Skul related? And by that, I want to clarify, like, I'm still going to do Skul content the vast majority of the time, but I think maybe one day a week or maybe one day every 2 weeks, I'll gauge the community about it. But I kind of want to, because when I first started this channel, it wasn't exclusively Skul stuff. It was a few different games, and I want to kind of bring other games into the rotation again if people are interested. So if you hear this, maybe leave a comment and tell me how you would feel, and be honest, by the way. I don't, like, completely honest, like I want full transparency here, like because I will keep, like, I enjoy Skul content a lot, and this is always going to be a part of this channel, but I also just kind of want to branch out a little bit, you know, like I want to try other things too, if people want to see it. At the end of the day, I aim to please on this channel. So if you guys just want Skul content, that's, you know, more than acceptable. And you know, like it's like, you know, I want to play Revita again, man. Revita was such a fun game. But also I'll poll the community and see if there's any games you guys want to see, with the stipulation that you guys have to understand my laptop can't play a lot of games because it's not very good. So I'm pretty limited, but there's, you know, still quite a bit of games I can play. So I just want to gauge where the community's at in terms of that. But like most people aren't going to see this. I think most people don't listen to my rambles. I don't even know if I'll get a comment. But the poll will happen regardless once I unlock that in a few days. So I just kind of want to get an early sample of people who like do watch all of my videos and watch it through and see where you guys are at. So that's mainly what I wanted to get out of the way here. Enough rambling though. It's been like my last 3 videos I've had enormous rambling segments. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you for 500 subscribers. I just want to, you know, make sure I getting into the community stuff here, you know. Thank you. I just want to make sure that I let you guys know how appreciative I am of that. And I'll see you guys again in the next one. Bye-bye.